Hi student, in this video I'll again show you how to solve a cash budget problem. And this exercise is not in your textbook but in the exam preparation package. You can download that from the week 12. And you see there's a file called exam preparation package, and you can download that. That would be, this question is in there. So this question also require you to prepare the cash receipt, cash payment, and cash balance for a particular month. So we start by doing the cash receipt. Okay, cash receipt. Now look at this. You see that it's quite straightforward. It's give you the sales figures here, and it's give you the patterns of collection in here. So what you can see is normally the customer pay 50%. 50% of them pay in the month of sales, 20% in the month following the sales, 15% in the second month following the sales, and 5% in the third month following sales. So actually you have to understand what does it mean. It means the sales in December, 50% of that will be collected in December. The sales in November, 50% of that will be collected in November. 25% of that will be collected in December. And because we are preparing the budget for December, so we're only interested in how much we will collect in December from the sales in December, November, October. Okay, so first we start with the sales in December. December sales. The December sales is 21.5. And we know that we collect 50% of December sales in December. So I collected in December. And we take 215,000 and times 50%, and we got 107,500,000. Alright. Now we come to November sales. November sales is 205,000. And when we make the sales in November, 50% of that will be collected in November, and then 25% of that will be collected in 1 month after, which is December. So we take 205,000 and times 25%, and we come up with 51,550. Okay. Now October. October sales is 160,000. And 50% of October sales is collected in October, 25% of that collected in November, and 15% of that collected in December. So we take 160,000, we times 15% of that, which come up to 24,000. Okay, now last one is September sales. September sales is 170,000, and we know that following this pattern, 5% of September sales will be collected in December. So we take 170,000 times 5%, and we have 8,500. Okay, is there any other cash collection here? We read from A to E, and we find that E, an amount of 34,000 that had been previously written off, now collected in December. So we have written off, now collected, which 34,000. So we have total cash receipt. You take the total of all the figures, and you have 250,000. Now that is question number 1. Number 2, cash payment. Alright, now cash payment, you read B and C and D. All purchases from suppliers are on credit. Big Frog takes full advantage of 4% discount allowed on purchase paid for by the 10th day of the following month. Now we only concerned about how much we pay out during December. So following this pattern means that if they make the purchase in December, they will not pay in December. So if you look at this purchase column, you see that the purchase in December is 185, but that amount will be paid in January next year. So we will not use this amount, but we use this amount because the November purchase of say 175,000 will be paid in December. And if they paid in the 10th day of December, on the 10th of December, they can have the 4% discount. And they say they take full advantage of that, means they actually paid in the 10th day of the following month to get the discount. So the cash payment from purchase, remember the purchase is a purchase in November, okay? Paid in December is 175,000, and then we have to less discount of 4%, all right? And then that discount of 4% would be 7,000. So what would be the cash payment for purchase? That would be 168,000. Okay. And now is there any others cash payment? C. Cash payment for expense other than purchases are expected to be 70,000 for the month of December. So cash expense is 70,000. Now in this situation, they don't say anything about depreciation, so you don't have to do anything, just take 70,000. But in case, like in the previous example, when they say the whole amount of the expense is this, but how many percent of that or how much of that will be depreciation, then you have to take the depreciation out. Never include the depreciation in the cash budget, okay? So in this case, they don't say anything about depreciation, so use all the amount given. And is there any other things? Have we checked all of this? Yep. Okay, so total cash payment. So you take these two numbers, you plus together, and you have 238,000. So that is number 2. Now number 3, cash balance. So you have opening cash balance, which is here, 20,000. And you have cash receipt, which is here, 225,250. And then you have cash payment, which is here. You can either work out total cash available and then less cash payment, or you can do like this and you add them all, because I already put the cash payment in the bracket, so you can have the cash balance 31st December, which is 7,250. Okay, and you know that for the cash budget like this, ideally you have to present a proper format, which means you have to put like Big Frog Pty Ltd budgeted cash for December. Okay, and and then you present 1, 2, 3 like this. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you have cleared. And if you don't understand anything, feel free to email me or ask me in the class. Bye.